Hello everybody, welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling 2010 by Adam Ryland. I've been playing this current game a little bit. I thought I would just do a little sort of review, sort of just look at the game, talk about it, show you what my current federation is doing. Tom Fadge in control of IWA Japan. This is basically a wrestling manager game. You take control of a wrestling federation, and then you do all the bookings for the matches. You hire and fire your wrestlers. You set up storylines and angles. I am running the Real World 1995 mod or 1996 mod for this game. Originally, with the base game, you just have like fantasy wrestlers, these like pictures here, all fake wrestlers, fake federations, but there's such a big like modding community that people have like completely remade the game with real world wrestlers. So this is all the real world wrestlers in this. It's set in 1996. I chose that because that's wrestling at a time when I'm sort of around then when I best remember watching wrestling. I've never been a huge wrestling fan. I've always been a big wrestling game fan, but as far as watching wrestling, you know, I've never been the biggest fan. So yes, this is 1996, and I am in control of a Japanese deathmatch federation, IWA Japan. And I've got an okay roster so far. Cactus Jack's on there, he's one of my headliners. Who else have I got? Mr. Pogo, he's getting a bit old. Mr. Ganasuki, he's leaving soon, I'm getting rid of him, he's pissing me off. Jason the Terrible. I just hired Mitsuhiro Matsunaga, one of my favourite Japanese deathmatch wrestlers. I thought he would bring a lot of draw to the federation, which seems to be working. I'm just a small federation at the minute. I just need to come on, it's a bit slow, this game. There's problems with it. I need to raise my importance in the Kanto region to E+, and I'll be able to raise my size of my federation. So yes, this is... Oh, I don't know if I give shout out to the person who made the mod for this, Mr. Burning Hamster, or maybe Mrs. Burning Hamster, I don't know, but that's who. All these pictures, all these profiles for all the wrestlers, all their moves, all the stats, the amount of work that must have gone into this, absolutely insane. Look at all this. And you can hire anyone you want as long as you've got the money and the draw to do that. So anyway, this is the game. I've got a new event coming up. I've got a monthly event, IWA Bloodlust. It's in 23 days time. It's in the first week of September. It's the first Thursday of every month we have this event. At the moment I only have one storyline running, which is this top 3 contenders, and basically 4 of my main eventers have been in the storyline. Jason the Terrible, Mr. Pogo, Tarzan Goto are all competing to get the Cactus Jack's heavyweight title. So they've been taking part in matches, and basically all you do to advance storylines is set up these matches. So the 3 contenders just took part in 3 different singles matches, and it ends with a fatal 4-way between all contestants, and then I decide on the winner, and they become the new heavyweight champion, or maybe Cactus Jack keeps the title. So all I've got remaining to do is do a hype angle, and then set up the match, which hopefully I'll do at the next event, providing all the wrestlers turn up and it all goes to plan. So here we go, advanced booking. I've already set up an advanced booking just to build a bit of hype. This is basically where you say, at the next event we're going to see such and such happen, and I've set up that we are going to have that fatal 4-way. I've checked all the wrestlers are going to be there. So Cactus Jack, we view his profile, view his availability. He's got other bookings because he works for other federations as well, but Thursday week 1 he only has one booking, IWA Bloodlust. And the same for all the other contenders. You've got to make sure they're turning up before you advance book, or else people will be pissed off. And it is, to be honest, the user interface for this game is far too complicated in my opinion. You've got to go like that, click view profile, wait for it to pop up, and then you go to all the different things like their skills, their chemistry, see if they've got any chemistry with anyone, their availability to check they're going to be there. It just seems like they could have set up the interface a bit more simply than this. I mean, there's a lot of data to show, it's absolutely insanely detailed, but it takes a while to learn to navigate all these different menus and things. Anyway, this is TW 2010. There's actually a 2013 version. For some reason 2010 is the only one on Steam, and they've just added it to Steam. I don't understand their thinking, Mr. Adam Ryland's thinking behind that decision. Seems like a bad business move from someone who designs business simulation games, so I don't know. But and it seems quite expensive, seeing as though it's a 5-year-old game to be on Steam. Another thing I need to do currently is my road agent is absolute crap. Who was it who I had as a road agent? I've forgotten. Oh, he's my referee. Yeah, Masao Teyama. To be honest, he was supposed to be a referee, but I had to hire him quick as a road agent. My first road agent, Tiger Singh, was absolute. He was good at booking matches, but he was causing too much trouble backstage, so I had to fire him. And then I couldn't get anyone else to come on board to be my road agent, so I had to hire a referee and turn him into the road agent, which was a bad move. He's not booking matches as well as he could. I've got some road agents shortlisted, but they never seem to want to come along. We're gonna just go to other workers or shortlist. These are the people. Kevin Von Erich came along for negotiations, but he wanted way too much money. He wanted to be transported to the location every time. Seems though he lives in Canada or America or somewhere. It was costing us like $600 just to ship him over every month. So we're gonna try doing these. We'll go to negotiate, and then we request to enter into negotiations, and hopefully some of these guys, like Killer Kowalski won't. I mean, he's one. This guy. Negotiate. Ted Tanabe, he never wants to come along. A lot of time when they work for other federations, they'll want to stay loyal to them. Yeah, so we've set up, basically that means we've gone to them and said we want to set up negotiations with you to come and work for our company, and then we have to wait for them to reply. So we'll just advance a few days and hopefully we'll get a response from them. Either they just turn us down flatly for negotiations, or they come along and then we find that they want a ridiculous amount of money to work for us. So also another thing you might notice is I've only got one show a month, so most of the time I'm just clicking advance and not doing anything in between. So when you're operating a small federation like this, unless you're hiring people and doing all these different things in between, there's not a great deal to do for each day. Okay, this is Extreme Eye. It keeps an eye on what's going on. So, Mr. Gannosuke, he was have a cup of tea there. He's an upper mid carder. He's doing quite well, but he wanted to renew his contract and he wanted a ridiculous amount of money to work, not what he was worth. So I've put him on a really short contract, a 3-month contract. I had to promise him a mid card title run, but to be honest, the only reason I renewed his contract for 3 months is because he had half of the tag title. So I had to renew his contract and then basically strip him of his title in a match, give it to the headhunters. So I don't know what happens if I don't give him. I had to promise him a mid-card title run, but he's not gonna get it. I don't know what happens if I don't. Maybe next match I can just set up a mid-card title run for him, have him lose. Maybe that'll satisfy him. But yeah, he's going. He's leaving. I'm not going to renew his contract when it comes to the end of it. It's he wants way more than he's worth, to be honest. I mean, I'm not doing great. This is my first attempt at running a federation in this game. I used to play a lot of Extreme Warfare Revenge, which is made also by Adam Ryland, and that's an old wrestling promotion manager simulation type of game. So I have a bit of experience with these type of games, but not this particular one. I haven't played before, so I'm still learning a lot of stuff. I'm not making much money, and I think my popularity is probably dropping a bit. I've just ever loads up, slow as well, slow to load up in between. So if we go to, what was I going to show you? Oh yeah, another problem I've got with this is so I've become head booker for this, but I've got absolutely no skills whatsoever. I put it in as if I would just, in real life, just been taking control of a wrestling federation. So I have absolutely zero skills. Booking, respect, reputation, zero. Like, nobody knew me. I just walked into the job somehow, as you can see here. How did he get a job? Nobody knows, not even him. So also, I don't speak a word of Japanese, so that's also affecting the federation as a whole. It's having a very bad effect. Okay, so we've got some emails back from some of the people we set up negotiation with, and they all just flat out rejected. They want to remain loyal to their federations that they're working for at the moment, so screw you guys. I'm still waiting for a reply from Sojuro Shimazu. Might come along. We just need a better road agent there. They're not doing well. So I'll probably advance this off camera now until the event, because it's not going to be interesting watching me skip forward. It looks like they've rejected entirely, so I haven't got anyone who will come along for road agent talks. You know what, I'm going to actually, let's go back to our shortlist. Kevin Von Erich, you know what, I might negotiate with you again. Just because I know you wanted a lot of money, but I'm really desperate for a road agent, and if you're the only person we can get, then so be it. Okay, looks like we've got a decision from what's his face, Kevin Von Erich. So he's willing to enter into negotiations. I am not sure whether he's worth it, to be honest. So his demands initially are going to be 600 per appearance. And he's going to be our road agent. Let's see, let's make him an offer straight off, see if he accepts. I'm sure you wish to. He's rejected. Things they're asking to work in here should be at least paying his travel expenses. So that's it, he wants travelling expenses. Okay. Click here for info. So we'd be paying $697 each time he wants to come over here. Or we can pay a one-off fee of $25,000 to relocate him entirely. I'm guessing that's to buy him a new house in Japan. You know what? I'm gonna get him on a short-term contract, and we're gonna agree. We'll pay him the full travelling expenses. Let's see if he'll accept. Okay, so we've got him on board finally. We've got a road agent, which is okay, but I'm quite happy with that. I don't know whether to keep our other road agent on board. What the hell was his name? Let's see what contract he's on. 600 per appearance for this guy. I guess if we don't use him, it'll be okay. We won't have to pay him, hopefully, if we don't use his skills. So anyway, we've got IWA Bloodlust 10 days time, and we've got a new road agent, temporary at least. See how well he works, and then consider hiring him as a full-timer after that. And this screen here is, I don't know if I explained, it's basically like a wrestling news website. It gives you all the stuff that's going on currently in the world, and you can check it out. A lot of it doesn't relate to us because it's all about much bigger federations, so I usually don't even look at that stuff. Okay, it's coming up to Thursday. Time to start booking a match. Save a load, it's so slow. I don't know if it's any faster with the base game, to be honest. I wasn't really interested in playing with fictional wrestlers. I just immediately downloaded a mod for it and all the picture packs. It's got a load of added content which could be slowing it down. Okay, so it's Thursday, it's time to start our big event, IWA Bloodlust. This is backstage. There's no absent workers, that's good. Cactus Jack is a positive influence. We've got all these people who are quite positive influences. I got rid of all the negative influences early on because I just didn't want them. Apart from myself, of course, as I see it says down here, your lack of leadership skills is very harmful. And yes, it is. It's really hurting the company. I should never have taken them over, but who cares? Alright, we've got to select the venue. I'm most popular in the Kanto region, and that's where I'm trying to raise my popularity even more. Let's try and find a venue. We are a deathmatch based business, so let's filter it for hardcore fans, and just want a small venue. Only 204 fans are expected. That's like half of what came last time. Oh god, this is terrible. So anyway, let's try and not close. We'll just go for this Tokyo Prefecture, Tokyo Marine, 500 seats. So I'm quite disappointed. Only 204 fans decided to turn up. To be honest, the last event was really crap. What I was trying to do was keep my main eventers out of it to keep them fresh for this big match this month. So I had sort of upper middle cards doing the main events, and they didn't go over as well. But anyway, let's check it out. So our storyline, we need a 4-way dance match and we need a hype angle. So we'll set up the hype angle first. Must be a hype angle with the following roles: Jason, Terrible, Mr. Pogo, Tarzan Go-To and Cactus Jack as the subject. So let's set that up, add angle and filter for hype angles. There we go. Let's also filter for participants. Now we could have a hype video for this upcoming 4-way match. Have an interview with one of the wrestlers. We'll have a hype interview with Cactus Jack. He's what's this? Standard wrestling interview. No, we'll just have this interview hype. I don't know what the difference is there. Good. Select. And we'll set that up. It will be a 5-minute interview with Cactus Jack. Subjects will be actually no, they all need to be subject. I don't know if that's going to work because this says catalyst. You know what, I'm going to play it safe and change that. Add angle. So slow. Filter. Format hype. Hype video, right. Let's just put in a hype video for this. Jason Terrell, Mr. Pogo, Tarzan Go-To. Cactus Jack, well, just have another 5 minutes hype video. There we go. Save. And we need to set up the match. Four-way dance. And you can have any winner. So what we can have. So we could have Fatal 4-way, Clockwork Orange, House something, House of Fun. A ring is wrapped in chains with various weapons hanging from the top. What's this? Full Metal Mayhem. Tables, ladders, chains, hardcore. You know what, there's not the match type that I want, so let's back. I want something. What you can do is build your own match, and I'm going to actually go for a match that already exists, like maybe this. Crisis Born Death Match. One of the most insane death matches ever devised. What about this? The Wonder Crush Death Match, a type of match once planned by Atsushi Onita but scrapped before it came to fruition. A cage of glass is constructed around the ring, with each section of glass being rigged with an explosive charge. Yeah, you can guess why this match never happened. Steel cage, glass and explosives. Okay, and this is only a 1 versus 1 match, so what we do, create match, and we change it to 4-way singles. And I'll save that as a name, and we could actually add more to it if we wanted. Glass, explosives, got a bit of barbed wire if we wanted. That'd be no, that'll do. That'll do us very nicely. Save. So we'll create that, the Wonder Crush Deathmatch 4-way. And I think I need to put them in the right order. Storyline recap. Jason Terrell, Pogo, Goto and Cactus Jack. There we go, save. Now I just need to check. I'm going to save, but then I'm going to come back and modify it. Mr. Pogo says he cannot do the match, you fucking prick. I hate you, Mr. Pogo. He was a legendary hardcore wrestler, but he's changed as the years go on. He's become less hardcore, he's getting a bit old. I'm going to retire him, I think. Okay, let's set up a different match then. That would have been fun. Scaffold. No, injury risk too high. Scramble fire deathmatch. We need one. Max injury risk high. Let's try this one then. Ring is wrapped in chains, various weapons hanging, chain link wall lines one side and trash cans outside the ring. When you match, you have to put your opponent through 2 tables. See, we have to compromise for Mr. Pogo. Just trying to see what else we've got. Could have a piranha death match. Death match where you put your opponent into a tank filled with piranhas and hold them there for the 10 count. We'll have that, the Clockwork Orange House of Fun. Sounds amazing. Let's see if Mr. Pogo will agree to it. It's always good to try and save the match before you put your road agent notes in, because you can spend ages putting your road agent notes in and then all of a sudden, oh, I don't want to work that match. And that means you have to change it all again and it takes forever. Let's just try that. Save. Okay, so he's willing to do that match. Let's modify it, let's go back. So I wouldn't mind the length of it being sort of quite long. I don't know, it's Road Agent Kevin Von Erich. Let's see if he does a better job. Okay, we've got to put in Road Agent notes. So here's where we select who we want to win. I reckon I'm going to go for Tarzan Goto. He used to have the title and then Cactus Jack won it off him. I'm going to have Tarzan Goto be the victor. We're going to have an open match though. Everyone kind of gets the same amount of offence, it says there, so that, you know, it's quite even. We don't have one person dominating the others. It'll be a decisive win. And we're going to have a slow build match. They should pace themselves, start slowly building to a big finish. There we go. And I don't know whether to have... See, what you can do is either have a scripted match where they follow strictly, like it's like a choreographed match, or you can have call-in ring where they just do what they want along these guidelines you've set up. I'll probably go for scripted. For the moment. Maybe I should do a call-in ring. We're all quite experienced wrestlers, they might have a better time doing it like that. Table finish. No, I wonder if anyone will take a sick bump for us. Crazy bump, let's see. Cactus Jack, you want to take a crazy bump? No, you're not willing. Jason the Terrible, you want to go? No. Mr. Pogo? No, he's not willing. Tarzan Goto, you want to have a go? No. All too pussy. But anyway, we've got our match set up and got to set our title. IWA World Heavyweight. So there we have it. And that's one match done. Fortunately, we have another 60 minutes to book for the rest of the event, so I'm going to do that off camera, but you can see how long it takes to set up each match. Absolutely forever, and it takes a while. But yeah, I'm going to set up the rest of the matches and I'll get back to you. Okay, so we have a fully booked event. So we start off with our hype video for our main event. This won't go down too well. The crowd hate any angles whatsoever. They're just here to see matches. They don't care about any storylines really. And then we have a sort of, it's a kind of mid-card match. Well, I don't know, let's have a look who we've got. These are all kind of, these two I'm trying to push into higher ranks. They're going to be our rising stars. He's a new hire in Sambo Osako. Kazuki Yamada is pretty good. He's a jobber who I just threw in just to use him, and it's a thumbtacks match. It's just there to hype up the crowd. See, they're gonna workers should get the crowd going. Then after that, we're gonna have a random. This is a tables match. Actually, I made my own match, hardcore tables, which is just a tables match with added weapons. Crypt Keeper and Yasuhiro Tajiri. It's just a match basically for the Crypt Keeper to batter somebody. So he's a jobber who's going to get absolutely trashed by the Crypt Keeper. And that's that. So there's our two shitty matches out of the way. Then Mr. Ganosuke, I don't know if this is going to work, but he wanted the mid-card title run. So I give him a match against the light heavyweight champion Takashi Akano, but he's going to lose the match. He's not happy about losing, but I don't want him holding the title because he's going to leave soon. So this is a ladder match, and yeah, the crowd hates Takashi Akano. I should give his title to somebody else, but I think he's got good skills. I don't know why they hate him so much, but Yeah, Mr. Ganasugi's unhappy, but he's gonna. And then we have this is just before the main event. Leatherface versus Shoji Nakamaki. Barbed wire match, classic. Yeah. And then we have our main event, or whatever that is, our Clockwork Orange Cage of Doom or something like that. So let's hit showtime and see how it goes. Yes. Here we go, video plays hyping Mr. Terrible, blah 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 blah. The segment didn't go down too well with the crowd, but the storyline's been moved along one stage with this segment. Good. Here's our jobber match. Extremely poor match. Yeah, Mitsuo, our jobber, really off his game. Tatsuki and Ichara work extremely well together at the announcer's table. That's good. Yeah, well, whatever. Hey, this one went down okay-ish. Good crowd and some decent in-ring action. I can perform better in matches that suit my skills. Don't put me in hardcore matches. Shut up. This is a hardcore federation. Good crowd, but terrible wrestling between these guys. Yeah, Takashi Khan got a lot of static from the vocal crowd who clearly weren't impressed. They hate him. I don't know why. Mr. Ganasugi was not eligible to fight for the International Light Heavyweight title. He is a light heavyweight wrestler, I'm sure I checked before that. Who cares? Yeah, okay. Leatherface versus Shoji Nakamaki. Decent crowd, decent in-ring action. Okay, and here's our main event. C rating, that's not bad for our federation, usually does not go that well. Yep. The three top contender storyline was ended with this match, and Mr. Tarzan Goto is the new IWA World Heavyweight Title Champion. That's very good. Okay, fine, Kevin. But I think he did it. I think our ratings were higher because of Kevin Von Erich's skills there. Thank you for those insights. Show can be considered as C- rating. That's pretty good. The last one was like a D or an E or something. It really wasn't a very good event at all. But yeah, Mr. Pogo, he's really not doing too well. Let's have a look. IWA Bloodlust. Feedback has been awesome. Small companies outshone some of the bigger promotions' recent efforts. Only drew 213 fans though, which I'm worried about that because if we go to our history, it was probably because of such a crap event last week. C-. Last week it was E+, and it was attended by almost twice as many people, but it must have been so bad that, yeah, it was bad. I think this last show has been the best one we've had yet. Well, one of the best ones we've had. So hopefully next month we'll have a bigger draw. Let's have a look. Jason Terrible's feeling effects of a grueling recent schedule. Leatherface, he needs time to heal. Sambo needs time to heal. Little Black Sambo needs time to heal. Good. So let's have a look. Mr. Pogo. Let's have a look at his profile. He's not doing very well at the minute. Physical. Yeah, he's always got this yellow on his body. He doesn't seem to want to take part in these hardcore matches anymore. I don't know. I mean, he's paying him quite a bit as well. Probably wait for his contract to run out and then run a storyline. Let's have a look if we can add a storyline. Okay, I'm probably going to start this storyline for the next. This will be our next storyline to go on. Mr. Pogo's got 6 months left on his contract. I'm going to try and fit this storyline in before he leaves. A long-time veteran gets one last shot at a title before they retire for good. The champ won't be making it easy. Vet wins one last contendership. Confirms he's leaving after confrontation. Champ accidentally gets into a tough match. Hype for the title match, and then Vet faces champion. Yeah, I guess that's going to be our new storyline. Pogo versus Goto. Cool. So there we go, we've added a storyline. Guess that's it, where it ends this storyline. I suppose we could evolve this storyline. What does that do? Okay, no, I'll do it this way. I'll evolve the storyline. So it's on the back of that last 4-way match. We'll keep it going. A bit more heat. Yeah, that's a better way to do it. There we go. So we've evolved the last storyline, which has got quite a bit of heat, into this new one where Mr. Pogo announces he's going to retire but goes for one last chance against the champion Tarzan Goto. That'll be pretty cool, so I'll continue that. And that'll be it for now. That's Total Extreme Wrestling 2010. It's on Steam for more than I think it's worth, to be honest. It's considering there's a 2013 version you can buy but not on Steam. I don't know why they've made that decision, but it's a good game, but I don't know why you'd pay for the Steam version when you can get a more up-to-date version elsewhere. It seems a weird decision to put that on there. But Sourpuss Sammy D gave me the key for this for nothing, so thanks for that. I've played this quite a bit now and I am enjoying it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.